Hey guys, how you doing? So today we're going to go over what making it a feint look like with our feet rather than our upper body. And that's going to be the very first step, because you got to make it look like you're coming at your opponent. Otherwise they don't want to fire back at you, and they don't want to tighten up to prepare for you to fire at them. And those are the things we're looking to create with this movement. So first, it's very basic movement, okay? The reason why I have these two lines is most people fight on these planes. Here's the jab, here's the straight line that they attack on right here. Now, that's what these lines are for. As we move on in the series, there's a lot more lines we're going to add, and there's a lot more planes we're going to move on, but this is the first step. So, once we're here, we got our feet shoulder width apart. That's what this is. Hands are up. Now, what I like these shoes for, because you got these at home, you can get tape at home. If you don't have tape, you can do it with shoes, no problem. You put the lead shoe here, and the second shoe where your other foot is. So if this is where I stand in a fight stance, that's where I put my foot, my shoe. Ooh. And even with the way that it's faced everywhere, where the way it turns, you can recreate it. Now we have a human being that we are staring at, and we're fighting. So that's the first step, is create that vision. Now, for me, since I'm going to be that person, I can visualize the opponent, okay? So I'll put the shoes in front of me in a minute. But the first step is stay on our toes. And we're going to get this feeling right here where we're able to move back and forth. And this is a good warm-up and a good start. The other one is in and out. We want to make sure that our feet warm up and we're able to move these directions. And the last one is out both directions, because there's times where I'm going to have to exit these directions, and we want to train our body. And I always reset in the middle so that I can go either way, okay? So we got forward, side, out, and like an X, I call it, okay? So warm up with those. That's the first step. Now that my body's adjusted to those movements, I'm going to switch my feet and take a step forward. So it looks like this. Switch, step off the center line. Now look, if I'm here, do you notice my foot is here, but I'm off the center line? If this is the center line right here, going out this way, I switch on the center line, and I step off the center line. My hands are up. Switch, off the center line. Switch, off. Switch, off. Okay, that's the first step. If you're southpaw, switch, off. Switch step to the southpaw, switch, off. Okay, now it seems basic, seems simple. First step of the series. All right, now that you know that first movement, this is the drill. And to get it muscle memory, because they are kind of different movements, especially if you practice conventional boxing. So this isn't, just know that these movements aren't wrong, they aren't right. It's like flooding your body with a bunch of odd movements, so that when you go to basic boxing seems almost simple, because I've done all this other weird stuff. So we're just pouring more offense, more opportunities, more possibilities on movement into our basics. But that does never mean take away your basics. Keep your basics. But you didn't come to me to teach you basics. You came to me to teach you footwork. So here we are. Now the drill that you got to do once you get that basic movement is forward. Do you notice I'm moving forward, but I'm going to move all the way down the floor. Switch, step, switch, step, switch, step, switch, step. Now while I do it, I'm moving my head. Then I turn around. Switch, step, switch. Look at my head. Off the center line, off the center line. If I have the lines right here. Switch, my head's off the center line. So if he throws a right hand at me right now, it's not going to hit me. It's going to go by my shoulder. Ooh, sorry, keep it going. Okay? Then after I step, so switch. Now when I step, I'm off the center line. Now if they throw a jab and a right straight, I'm able to miss both. So I'm going to come at him. Here comes the jab. Here comes the straight. Now I get to move into my offense. So that's what I'm visualizing. Jab, straight, jab, straight, jab, straight. And I'm slipping those two moves while I also move forward. So that's the drill. Once you have that basic movement, look, it's 3 steps. 2 steps. 1, 2. That's it. Now we do it again. We land here. We don't reset. We switch our feet right where we're at. Switch, step. So I'm really only moving forward 1 step at a time. But if you notice, when I switch my feet, it looks like I'm moving a lot more. Switch. Now that's 1, but I stayed in the same place. I didn't move. That's where they bite. Now they're going to fire. Step. Now they missed. Okay? So make sure you're practicing the drill. Move your head, hands up, elbows in. But remember, this is footwork first.